Welcome back to Planning Phase Syndicate. In this segment, we're going to be covering Scum. Yes, I said it. Scum points adjustments from back in May with AMG. Here is our hot take on what AMG tried to do to help Scum become the best faction. We're breaking this list faction down separately, and if you like this one and want to check out any of our other ones, hop on over through this playlist and you'll be able to see all the other faction breakdowns. But tonight, we're going to be covering the Scum faction. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. So let's get into points. So JJ, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. So you only have the changes on here, correct?
Yeah, so the way I listed here is the previous, the current points cost, and then the previous point cost, or what it costs from the previous loadout. If it's marked in blue, that means that it's beneficial to that particular ship, meaning they got a points reduction or they have something added to it. If it's marked red, then that means they've lost points or they've increased costs for it, or they've lost like a particular like upgrade slot, for instance. So so I try to color code it for it. If it's not color, if there's no color in it, I mean there's nothing changed for that particular stat, or there's nothing else for it. But I that's how I've color coded it. Basically, blue is positive, red negative, essentially. And of course, if anybody wants access to this, definitely jump on our Discord. I put it here in our announcements page for anybody to access. I sorted it out between all the different factions, including all the upgrades for those factions. So if you want to see a more detailed look just for the changes that occurred for this last points update, you're free to use that. It's open to anybody who wants to take a look at it, and hope you guys can use that for your list building. So yeah.
Next, we're going to cover Scum. I'm going to skip around a little bit. And so this is how we're going to do this, boys. We're going to go through them, and then if you have a comment, like I'll go through it. If you have a comment, let me know. When we get to some of the bigger ones, I think we can spend a little bit, like the Fang Fighters, we can spend a little bit more time on. The M3As, I would like to spend a little bit more conversation on, because there's some interesting changes there. But we have every one of the Y-Wings went down 1 point. Everyone, which is needed. Though I don't know who's running a Y-Wing other than maybe Lima and maybe Cavill. But Lima lost a talent slot and 6 points. 6 points. Like, so, why? Why? No, so Cavill lost 11. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
So I mean, this is a small little combo here, and we haven't gotten to it here. But Captain Seavor has enough loadout now to run missiles, so you can actually set up a proper target lock with Drea and have target synchronizer, and then have Seavor jam somebody and then shoot a missile at them. Could be nice. It's a nice little 5-point combo there, or 6-point combo between the two of them. It's okay.
How about this? I don't think they put thought into the Y-Wings. They just said, "Oh, we got to cut some loadout, and here's everything a point cheaper." And you're like,
"Oh, they put thought into it because they're like, Cavill, no, you don't get your procket anymore. Only 7 points."
Yeah, right.
No, but okay, but whatever. A 4-point one-trick pony that gets one shot like that. Come on, like,
I don't like him just in general right now. I would have run it, but also they just did it out of spite too. Also, our prediction of Patrick going down or having any changes is non-existent, because why have useful ships in Scum?
I guess. And the next ones, we had every one of the YT-1300s go down a point, right? So now it's like, oh, I can run 3 of them, and then, by the way, we're going to cut all of the loadout. We're going to kill 6 to 7 points of loadout on L337. Like, why? Oh, Lando, we're going to cut your loadout too. Why? Like, why are you doing this to me? Like do you just, so you're telling us run Han. That's it. Just run Han. That's it. Nothing else. That's the only one. Like, none of these are viable.
They're always bad. I never liked the Scum YT-1300. They are terrible.
Yes, just leave the loadout. Leave it alone. Let him,
Now
let him
people
have
might
it.
be tempted to fly them even more, which is great news for me because
Just
those ships are hot garbage.
They don't kill anything. All right,
Yeah,
Alex.
I mean, Han's still at 6, by the way. So it's like, you still
he
pay
is.
for the luxury of having Han Solo.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Alex, why don't you hit Fang Fighters?
Yeah, give me the fangs, man. I miss my fangs. Played them way too much. So all of the ones that aren't Tor Fun that recently came out, they gained a mod slot. Which, if anyone's been playing 2.0 and hasn't played 2.5, would think that's absolutely ludicrous. Now they have 2 mod slots.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But the everyone but Tor Fun also went down 1 point. Got the Mando Royal Guards. They lost 3 loadout. I don't know what you would ever run them for. Like, I don't know what you would. I don't know.
They're 4 points. That's it.
Yep. So are the good ones. Fenrau went down to 6 and 12 loadout. It is worth noting that Mando Optics and Beskar Reinforced Plating are both cost 3 points now, which is why everyone has like 2 mod slots. So they're not necessarily an auto equip, but they're really strong. And Clan Training went down to 1 point as well, the talent. So
yep,
that's also important. Joey Rekoff lost 4 loadout when he went down. He's still the. I don't know. Fangs to me are still not terribly viable, even if they're at 4 points. Might be a controversial opinion because I see them a lot in lists, but I'm not sure how much Fang Fighters those people have played. Cad Solus lost 4 points. I love Cad Solus. You can still run Elusive on him and then 4 other points. Strong combo. Tarok, my favorite Fang Fighter, dropped down to 10 loadout, which is fine. He's still...
I think he becomes more viable now at 5 points.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can do like Beskar Reinforced Plating, Mando Optics, Fearless, and Marksmanship for 10 points, which seems fine to me.
Or Clan Training if you want to be all thematic, right?
You can. I don't know why you lost your focus at I5.
All right.
That's
all
on
right,
you.
All right. Fair enough.
Honestly, what I see...
Knock off crates
for me to really make Clan Training viable, I mean, and for people who don't know what Clan Training is, essentially is that when you engage, you can take a red focus as your action when you start your engagement there.
If you don't have it already.
If you don't have it already, which, unfortunately, your only other option there would be either like a target lock or like the reposition actions, right? Which could be, semi-viable, but the main important thing is that the Fangs need like invades in order for them to really survive being attacked before they could get initiative kills. And for me, the only way to reliably get that is the Bree Gambit, which you need your mod slot for that. So if you manage to invest your points into the Bree Gambit and then have Clan Training for you to get a focus evade, I think that might be possibly worth it. But then you're taking out, either Mando Optics or Beskar Plating, which to me, I feel they are essential for these particular platforms to have in order for you to survive a really bad crit, which can completely cripple your Fang Fighter for the rest of the game. So that's my thought. Either that or Enduring, which will be another option there for you. So yeah.
Well, I think
Enduring's a little bit hard to get away with when you're at range 1, though. That's the
exactly.
only problem with that.
Yeah.
I think the key here is what AMG is telling us is we're going to let you have one Fang Fighter in your list, but that's it. No more. And depending where your points are, like Tor Fun with going up to 11 loadout is huge. Like that's the ship I'd be taking right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about Tor Fun. He's an I3 Fang Fighter.
I don't care. I love him.
I feel like ship count has gone up a little bit, and that's really bad for Fangs. But
all right, next change is Boba Fett lost 3 loadout points for whatever reason. Don't care. I don't know why they did that. That seems like a dick move. Just AMG, change the ability, AMG. Seriously, just do it. Can we all move on and stop neutering my Boba Fett? Thank you.
He's still really good. You can still fit Fearless, Tail Gunner, and a Force Crew.
I know.
It doesn't have to be the child.
I don't care those. Just neuter the damn ability so that I can actually like run Boba. Anyway, whatever. Gauntlet Maul went down to 8 points, but lost the talent slot. I don't know why, but it did.
He didn't lose a talent slot?
He did?
Yeah.
No?
No. Well, okay.
No.
Definitely lost the missile, though. Okay.
He lost the missile, yeah, which they
right.
didn't fix on Yasby. Yasby is all messed up, too, so maybe that's
probably
the reason there.
Yeah.
All right, thank God, because I don't understand why he would lose a talent slot. I mean,
that trick shot, shatter shot, man. That's why.
Oh my God. Yeah, all my points into that. No, thank you. Rook lost 4 loadout points. Whatever.
Maul losing 5 loadout points is huge, though. Especially because Drop Seed Bay went up to like almost 4 points for no reason. 5 points.
Yeah.
For reasons, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're not bringing all the really nice Scum crew. That is also no longer cheap.
Yeah. The next one I get to announce because I'm so excited about this one. This is my favorite change that AMG has made, hands down, across the board, the whole time they've ever existed. Torkel Mux is officially 5 points, and they killed 2 loadout points for him on top of that. Fuck you, Torkel Mux. Go to hell. Best thing that they could do is just ban him. But this way, at least they go, if you really want to invest 5 points in Torkel Mux, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it, because you're not gonna win it. You're not gonna win a sword champ. And I'll tell you what, if Duncan Howard could do me a favor and win with Torkel Mux, I bet you they'd move him to 6 points. And I'll be even more excited when they do, because I hate that ship so much. Like, I don't care if I never see Torkel Mux or hear from him again, I will be excited.
Torkel Mux literally did nothing at all in the last season. He went up in points and they cut his loadout purely for spite,
me.
Honestly.
It's for me. I'm telling you, they listen to our podcast. I requested this. I do not want him on the table ever.
Literally not in like anywhere close to being a meta list. Wasn't even the 4th most played Hawk.
However, the actual meta Hawk, which is Gamut Key and Kanan Jarrus, Gamut Key going up to 4 points is huge because he was a really good filler ship for Scum, and bringing him up to 4. Now you got to consider flying him or flying a Fang Fighter, right? You know, now that he dropped down to 4. And Kanan Jarrus now losing his loadout value down to 6 points, which is deliberate because that means he can't even use the child now to get the extra force for his ability. That being said, you can still actually run Gamut Key crew on Kanan and just now make him a coordinating defensive ship for your list, being able to get all those tokens there.
They bumped Gamut Key crew up to 8 points. You can run Gamut Key. You run
Protector of Gleb. Sorry, Protector of Gleb. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Gleb's still really good on Kanan. Kanan's still really good. Just take Gleb like you used to have to in the olden days.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Dace Bonar went down too.
Yeah, I think Dace Bonar actually is an interesting choice here. I'll be honest. I do think that's a pretty big thing. I think we'll see Dace show up because Dace gets the Moldy Crow title.
Yeah, Dace gets the title.
And Dace is kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. So we'll see. But I feel Dace should be taken a little bit more often. The problem is just Kanan's ability is just so totes my goats, you know? Like, Kanan is really, really good in what Kanan does.
That being said, now that like the Seeks spoilers have more loadout and can equip ion cannons, Dace is a lot more dangerous now because if you get one ion on a large base ship or something, now you're fully ionized.
Yep.
And you lose your lock.
You do, yeah. Now, Dengar went down to 6, but they killed his
loadout. I don't know why
loadout.
they did this.
And give me what? I'm not going to run Dengar with 11 loadout. Why? Why would
literally cut it in half? Put him back up to 7.
Yeah, just let me have him at 7
points, please.
Yeah.
He was fine. He didn't need to go down. I'm not going to play him at 11 points loadout. Like I don't.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. I mean, I was actually trying to make a viable build for him, and it's like you put on punishing 1, and then you got to make a choice between an astromech or a talent slot because that's all you could really put on him. Like, my goodness.
Yeah, you got 7 points after you put on R4 P8, and you're like, cool. That's I don't know, plasma torps. That just seems bad though. Why would I put plasma torps on Dengar?
Yeah. All right.
Down, baby.
The next one's M3As. JJ, tell me what I'm getting for my M3As.
So the M3As actually got a big boost here. So across the board, they all got an increase in loadout value, most of them by 3 points or more. Genesis Red actually gaining an illicit slot is actually something that's huge because although this particular illicit went up in points, which is false transponder codes, I'm actually interested on the interaction on it. So if you're not familiar with Genesis Red, essentially when you take a target lock on an opponent, you get to get the number of tokens that they have on them there, right? So if you have false transponder codes, I wonder what happens first though, right?
Does that trigger after you acquire a lock? So I assume you can put them in which order you would like.
Oh, even better.
Also, Genesis Red, focus and evades, not calculates. Kind of important.
Yes, that's true. But still, that's really huge, especially when you have like lists that can do both, right? Like a Han Solo that could do like the Chewbacca crew with a focus evade, or like other like U-wing lists that can do like both of those things. Being able to lock them, grab their tokens, and then jam them is huge. Like that's actually really good at Initiative 4.
Really
I like
dirty.
that a lot.
I like it.
Yeah, and then the other includes are Quentin Joss getting a cannon slot and Sirisu also getting a cannon slot. However, I do want to caveat that this does not allow them to have proton cannons or sync laser because per an FAQ that's happened before, although they already have that slot and their chassis ability allows them to equip another cannon or so, it does not give them the double cannon slot that they need to equip proton cannons or sync laser cannons.
Which also applies to the T-70s and the
Clone
Z95s, who also have roughly the same ability.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tragic.
Yeah. I think the other big one is Sunny Bounder gets 3 more points. So Sunny Bounder can now actually be like a little bit more viable than they were before.
Ion cannons.
Like, I don't know. That seems pretty good. I don't know. I like that. I'm a little sad we didn't get a couple 2-point M3As, but whatever. I mean, that's fine.
I mean, I honestly I would actually run Sunny with Ion Cannon and with Daze Bone Arm, right? Because if you manage to get that 1 or 2 on a large spaceship, just use Daze's ability to add more ions and you can fully ionize a large spaceship. Or a medium base if you only get 1 on there. So it's really good. I like it.
I like it on Sarisu, now that she has the cannon, so you can do a cannon and maybe something else. But that way you can shoot at I-5 with the ions and then dace them, so they do lose like any ability to do extra actions or their target lock if they're coming in at you or whatever.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
I believe Sarisu also gained a talent slot. She has 2 now, so
nice.
That maybe she already had 2. I thought she only had 1. I might be
that I don't. Yeah, so that I don't remember at all. So maybe she did, maybe she didn't.
All I remember is proton torpedoes, honestly.
All right, so Captain Seavert going down to 3 points is needed. Give me some Captain Seavert. Thank you very much.
Cannon slot though.
Did lose a cannon slot and lost 3 loadout points. So
still got missiles though. I mean,
doesn't matter. Still my favorite ship.
Yeah.
Yep. And I got an alt art for Captain Seaver, so I can put it on the table. I don't know. We're gonna
such an asshole. I love him.
We're gonna skip rogue class for a second here, and we're gonna move on to the Mandalorian, who went down to 6 points and lost half his crew, or I'm sorry, half his loadout points,
and half his crew,
and half his crew slots, a cannon slot, and a mod slot. And I don't like the cannon slot, whatever, I don't care. But like, you killed a talent, you killed a crew slot, you killed a mod slot. Why? And why is it 10? Just leave him at 7 points. Yeah. Like,
so
he's worthless now.
He was almost playable at 7 points.
This is a very thematic Mandalorian. You know why? Because in season 2, he basically lost all of that after his adventures trying to deliver the Frog Lady. So this is a very accurate Mando. This is season 2 Mando.
All right. Well, I don't like it. So I find this is a pointless endeavor.
Yeah, basically Q9 is the default ST-75. Yeah.
I don't know why they did that to Mandalorian. That was like
he wasn't even a
same
menace.
thing with Dengar.
Like,
yeah.
Lots got a 5-6 point increase. That's not super huge, but that is she's now a contender with Afra, actually, because Afra's 22 loadout as well. I think there he is. Bosk is the other big one. Bosk went down to 6 points. Now Bosk lost 8 or 6 loadout points, but who cares? I don't like Bosk didn't lose anything but 6 loadout. All right, bring it on. Bosk at 6 points. That is gonna be, you're gonna see Bosk at 6 points. That's like Bosk is there. If you run Scum, Bosk feels like a huge replacement because could you take Afra? Could you take Boss, who hits harder, who does more?
I'd take Afra all day. I'd take Lazrazi over Bosk, honestly. I'm not a big fan of Bosk.
Or just run all 3 with a Nash to Pup, and you got a 20-point list with a ton of hull. That's pretty good, guys.
Yeah, Nash the Pup up 1 point for whatever reason.
Yeah, disrespect.
And then put Jabba the Hutt on Afra, and congratulations, you have all the illicits on there for all your guys. Yeah.
My contraband, though.
And Bosk Headhunter went down to 2 points, lost all of his loadout but 3 points. So basically, you could run marksmanship,
dead man.
About it. Yeah. So, all right, it's cool. I like it. I'm here for it. But now, JJ, tell me about my rogues. What in God's green earth happened to the rogues?
So I have been building with all these rogues because they are great now. Fantastic options at 4 points. You got Cad Bane at 4 points, Victor Hell, Non-Lub, and Outer Rim Hunter, which is generic, all at 4 points there. Now, in exchange for that, they did lose some of the loadout value here. Cad Bane losing 5, Victor Hell also 5, and Non-Lub took a nosedive with 8 loadout points lost there. But still, 4 points there. They can still equip proton cannons. They can still put on elusive. They can still put on an illicit on there or mix and match as you want. Cad Bane with the crew can still put on other crew members on there, or you can run them with bombs. They still have a lot of flexibility at that loadout value, and at 4 points, they are almost an auto include in your Scum list now.
Yeah. You know what they didn't get? None of them got the title. Nobody got the title added.
Yeah.
I think for me, Namlam is actually the spiciest one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Namlam is kind of the bigger winner here. Now upgrades, and we really got to move on. I really got to get on to another faction because we're only into 2 factions. So Forlom went up to 8 points. I don't understand why. I just don't. Ahsoka crew went up to 10. That's fine. Fen Rao crew went up to 7. That's
that hurts. Yeah, that hurts actually. That hurts a lot.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Gamut crew went up to 8. I understand why there. Elmec, Prime Minister Elmec went up 1 point. Nobody runs that but Zach.
Exactly.
I've never seen anyone put that on the table. Zach and I are the only people I've ever known to ever actually put that on the table. Ever. Mm-hmm. And I hated running it. So I stopped running it. Whatever. And Zuckus went up to 6. Zuckus is worthless. It's like a bullshit crew you would just. It's just like a BS crew you would throw on. I don't. Do not understand.
Well, I mean,
the logic of
good, but like I don't know why he's at 6. I mean, I guess maybe because Cad Bane went to 4, but
exactly.
Like, even then,
that's the only reason why he went up is because Cad went to 4 points, and for me, Zuckuss as a crew member would have been an auto include on Cad Bane if you're able to use it reliably.
Yeah, well, the problem is that like rogue classes, right? They tend to do like the reposition, so they do get stressed. You can't use Zuckuss anyways.
That's true.
So
that's true.
I didn't think it was like a major threat to put it on one ship.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Bosk went down. You could put, so maybe they wanted to curtail that a little.
That and Fenrau crew is a thing too. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.